Hey buddies, welcome to Tech Help channel. Don't forget to subscribe. In this video, what you are going to learn about is called Edpuzzle. So Edpuzzle is one of the very good source to have very good interaction with students in the time of offline activities like assignments. When you give an assignment, something related with the video, when you give an assignment, you can work with Edpuzzle to make the video more creative and interactive. So make any video your lesson. So that is a tagline for Edpuzzle. So let's get into the Edpuzzle. The Edpuzzle main page will be something like this. I'm going to log in. Kindly log in. When you log in, it will ask who are your teacher or you are a student. I'm just going to select I'm a teacher and log in with Google. Edpuzzle is also a workspace that is given by the Google. So you can directly go with sign in with Google and go with the school domain account. Why? Because that will help you to integrate, or that will help you to upload the homeworks which you give in Edpuzzle in Google Classroom. So maximum try to log in with or sign up with your school domain account. So I'm going to sign up with school domain account. Once I sign in, I'll be taken to a page like this. So in this page you can see home, curriculum. Initially when you start, it will ask you to enter the name of the organization or something like that. You can enter the name of organization or you can skip it. And the popular channels, you can see all the popular channels are from Google. You can go for some other channels also if you find, or if you can upload the videos in Edpuzzle also. There is no doubt about it. So here you can go search for great books. You can search some of the books here, and here it is called My Class. So there is a few things that you should know about My Class also. Okay, first of all, you are going to add content. So how you are going to add content is just you can search for a video right here, or else you can upload your own videos. Anything like that, you can go ahead. So for example, if I'm going to search some short videos. So I'm using short videos, so 48-second videos there. So all these videos, Edpuzzle community, these videos are already given as a default by Edpuzzle. So now I'm going to click YouTube. So few videos, something related with YouTube will come up here. So any sort of videos, it will come up here. I'm going to select one of the video. I'm just going to click this video maybe. So I can play the video and I can have few things. I can watch a video on my own, and I can prepare some questions for
Jimmy! Watermelon!
Okay, so I can run the video for 5 to 10 seconds, and yes, now the student
Now remember,
has appeared.
don't eat seeds
Now
or
the
ones that
video
grow in your
has gone
belly.
for 30 seconds. I'm going to stop that, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click edit here. You can see the edit option here. I'm just going to click the edit. So in edit you can do three things. One is you can cut the video, and you can do voiceover, and you can add questions. So cutting is nothing but just cut short the video from this time to that time. You can cut short the video. So like this, you can, when you move the slider, you can cut the videos. Once you fix the slider, you can click add cut. So your video will be cut. And next is voiceover. The problem is, in YouTube videos you cannot give voiceover. If you are going to upload some other videos which you have downloaded, or the YouTube videos which you have downloaded directly with YouTube link, directly if you take videos without downloading, if you take any videos to Edpuzzle from YouTube, you cannot give voiceover. If you download the video and if you upload, and then you can give voiceover in that video. And next thing is questions. For example, two types of questions are there, three types of things are there. Two types of question, and one is like notes. After 30 seconds, I have to give some notes for my students. Maybe you can go and let me select 30 seconds. I can drag the slider to 30 seconds. I can keep it there. at any second or any minute you can keep your slider and you can click multiple choice question or open-ended questions or not. I'm going to give multiple choice question. I'm just going to click that and I'm going to type my question. What is the name of the character? So I can give options like Jimmy, Timmy, and if you want to add another option, Johnny. And I can click Jimmy here. Jimmy is the right answer, so I'm just going to select the tick option. So once I select tick and I can save. So you can see one drop here. That drop indicates that I have added question in that particular place. Maybe I can move that drop before or after or something like that. I can move the change the timing of that interactive question appearing time. Sorry, the appearing time of the question. I can change it something like this. Once I completed it, I will give continue.
Or one's gonna grow in your belly.
And you can add a number of things here and there. Different seconds you can add different questions, different minutes or different type of questions you can add it. Once if it is done, just click finish. So my video is ready. What is the next step? Next step is you are going to assign. What you are going to assign is you are going to assign your videos to your class. Let me click assign. And already my class is integrated or added to technology classroom, that is added to Edpuzzle. So if I want to add a new class, let me select this classroom, and if I give assign, my video will be assigned. And if I want to change the timing, I can change the timing. When should I assign? What time I should assign? So all the things, see my students name list, all the teachers name list are here. So I have assigned that video. If you go and check it in the Google Classroom, you can see the video right there. So if I click post on Google Classroom, the video will be posted in Google Classroom. Now I'm not going to post. When I click post on Google Classroom, it will be automatically posted in Google Classroom. Or if you want that assignment to be shared in live, you can click share assignment and you can copy the link and you can send it in WhatsApp text, or you can send it in Google Meet chat or in Zoom chat. And in live session you can see how many students have answered. When you click this question bar, you can see how out of 125 participants, how many participants have attended. You can see the number here. Or you can give it as an offline work. By sharing it in Google Classroom, you can ask the students to do as an offline work also. So this is how you can have a kind of interaction with students with the help of video using Edpuzzle. So how to add my Google Classroom here, that is one of the important step you should know. So you can see my class option here. I'm just going to click that my class, and you can see plus symbol here. I'm going to click that plus symbol and connect LMS class. I'm just going to select connect LMS class, and I'm just going to select Google Classroom. And first time when you're going to add Google Classroom, it will ask you to give your mail ID and all those things. Once if you give your mail IDs and all those things, it will go to the page of the Google Classroom. I mean, if you have created some different topics, it will go for topics like this. So technology classroom, Department of English, or the topics which was already created in Google Classroom. So you can select any classroom and you can give a tick option or something like that. Okay, Department of English I want to post. I'm just going to click a Department of English, and I'm going to select the class cadre and the subject which is related to it. So for example, 11th grade English I'm just going to select, and I'm going to import class. After some time, if I have added students in that particular classroom, all the students name will appear here. When I click class members, all the students name, no students are imported there. If I click that, no students are there, so that no students is imported. Suppose if students are already there in that room, they will be imported here. There is no doubt about it. Okay, so this is how you can create Edpuzzle and you can integrate it with Google Classroom. Hope this video was very much useful for you. I believe just apply this for offline works and also live sessions also. It will be very useful. Thank you, teachers.